Good evening, YouTube. So I shall continue with our playthrough of the Janthir Wilds storyline, and the next plot is a Legacy Damned. Return to the Alliance staging ground. So, where does that lead us? Yes, over there. Alright, let's meet with our allies.
Commander, last we spoke, you left me on quite the cliffhanger.
Didn't mean to cause alarm. I had just caught sight of some glowing wisp. Upon closer inspection, it was...
Mabon, preserved in memory from his return in the wake of Bovanisos's destruction. Of that much I am certain.
I expected this area to draw out some ghosts of the past, but this...
Not just one, either. We were ambushed by a whole army. One even knows his Garin.
New. Yagon. A vile scourge even among the Mersat. She'll be dealt with.
Not much for peace of mind, but I'll take your word for it. As for Mabon...
We should retrace his path. The city's sealed, regardless. Why not look into it while we have the chance?
Then it's settled. Let's see what other secrets Mabon has left behind.
Alrighty, let's do that.
Ready to go, Commander? On your way out, you'll pass Researcher Rin. She'll point you in the right direction.
And Commander, if you find anything noteworthy, check in over comms. Best to stay in contact in a place like this.
So, Mabon was a friend of yours?
Yes. He was a member of the Wizard's Court with me, and a very talented mesmer. One of the best I've encountered.
He seemed pretty upset at his people. And himself.
He was from an ancient race with a complex history. The Mersat. They were often at war, with a dragon, with the Seers. His Garin's people.
Ah.
Then, for a while, they were trying to keep a door closed. A door to another world, to keep the strangers out of Tyria. But they went about it in an extreme way. Killed a lot of innocent people. And in the end, the strangers won anyway. And they wiped out the Mersat entirely. Except for Mabon. He'd seen the error of their ways long before then.
I see why he was stressed. Seems like a pretty impressive guy, though.
He was.
Yeah, well, really always have to stand on a table for him, so small as my character is.
Yagon is an old rival from the height of the Seer-Mersat War. Thought herself my equal. I beg to differ. And yes, I killed her myself. It was thorough. That's as much as I'll speak on the matter. War in those days was not for the timid. Makes modern battle look like a child's game. Regardless, not my proudest moment. But I did what was called for. especially after what she created. Everyone that she killed. The world is better off without her. I stand by that. If only the old crone had stayed dead.
The Alliance has been up in arms on how to handle the situation. A new layer of complication is not what we needed. Ludo and Lady Livia are especially riled. They're pushing for stronger action over research. What that stronger action would amount to... Frankly, I'm not sure we're ready to see the consequences. And now, Maban's here, if only in spirit. Still, I hope he can provide some guidance. We could certainly use it. I normally don't envy your work, Commander. But from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind trading places for a time.
Wayfinder. You seem focused, so I won't keep you. Anise said you're off to explore another section of the Isle. Based on my research, some of the Mersat's more infamous figures made their mark in the Isle's southernmost region. Humbly, I'd suggest starting there. But beware. Memories of the past fade far sooner than the scars they leave behind.
Ah. What do you mean with that? I see. So that there's still, like, stuff lying around or whatever. No one remembers it. Oops. Ah, shit. Man, what's with those invisible walls here? Okay, I'm flying in the wrong direction. That's what it is, the invisible walls. Yeah, trustworthy bloodstone spires.
Wisp spotted. It's hovering near a bloodstone.
You could try the Heart of the Obscure again.
That didn't work out so well last time.
Hear me out. Given their proximity to the city, these shards were likely drained long ago. Between the Titans and the Mossad exhausting them, it's unlikely they're volatile. Hopefully.
Oh, well. There we go. Ah.
A letter? Unexpected, but better than the alternative.
Oops, sorry. Ah, there's the letter.
You were right. The heart didn't cause an explosion, but it did yield a letter.
Money cuts.
What?
To Manikaz. Sounds like the Mossad ramped up the sacrifices right before the door of Kamali opened.
Plenty of good that did them. Well, I'd keep watch for more wisps. Trust Mabon to guide you.
Manikas. Lazarus tells me you are now solely in charge of the Sanguine crater site. I will not waste my time with congratulations. You and I both know you wish to be here, at the door of Komali. Our forces in the Shiver Peaks have been routed by the Shining Blade, the Deldrimor, and their allies. Some of our own have even noted that they resist our spectral magic. Secrets that were supposed to have died with the Seers. We are struggling to keep the soul batteries replenished. I suspect the forces beyond the door are working their end with increased intensity, which is why I'm writing to you. Our sacrifices at Bloodstone Fen and here have not been enough. One of my little mice in the great grass tells me you are researching a potential connection between bloodstones. An easier way to transport souls betwixt shards. Should this be true, then consider this next statement an official directive. You are to commence with further sacrifices, starting with the remaining humans and Kodan. Once they are gone, begin to round up our dissidents, the insane and the weak. They will have the privilege to serve the cause. If you do this, Lazarus and I will see that your discovery is lauded for centuries. Be prepared to transfer the souls to the Komali side. Do not fail us. Merci. Aside from the error in the logic that if they have to already kill a lot of, like, everyone, how do they want to continue this? Oh well.
Should get a closer look.
No! I beg you, please! I can't take anymore!
I won't hurt you.
I won't fall for that! No! Stop! Manicus! Please!
Who would enjoy this? No wonder Mabon felt conflicted. You bear no resemblance to such monsters, Mabon. Could be something. Afraid to see what evil lurks in these pages. Mabon, what exactly are you trying to tell me?
It is over. Kamali is bleeding titans, and Lazarus has sent one final warning across his crying eyes. A human Lich, which wields the scepter of Or, and has opened portals across Tyria. I must assume one of them has been opened nearby. Seraph is supposed to be visiting soon. How can I face him? I spilled the blood of my kin across the stone the other day, on Mercia's order. I remember a guildless. He could barely float. Barak called him trying to teleport away. His blood stains my armor still. Why wasn't Orestes there to save him? Where did that contemptible old fool flee? Did he know what was about to happen? Was that a scream in the distance? Has it started? I cannot let everything collapse here. There must be something in my notes. My lab. Okay. Got a lab somewhere.
What's that ahead? It's all right. I'm here to help.
Too late for help. He's gone. I'm not too far behind.
You saw Manikaz die.
Not dead. Hiding. Fled to the Golden Lake. The city is falling. He's afraid.
He'll get what's coming to him.
The pain is gone. I don't understand how, but thank you.
He can't hurt you anymore. How do you know he's at the Golden Lake?
He speaks to himself. At first I thought someone might be with him, out of sight. But I soon realized he was arguing with himself. Occasionally, at first, and then constantly.
Interesting. Well, you've earned some peace and quiet. Rest now. I found a lead. Some of the Bloodstone shards still had ghosts tethered to them, just like in Sanguine Crater. Victims of Manikaz. Apparently he hid at the Golden Lake as the city fell. I'm on my way now. The Wisps seem to be following Manikaz's route. Maybe Mabon was following his path of destruction.
I feel furious! That's as good a lead as we've found so far. I'll bring backup. See you soon.
Head to the Golden Lake. What is that?
Hope that bloodstone isn't active. It's almost serene, if you forget where you are.
Security area around the bloodstone.
Bow in hand.
That's good, can take a beating.
Into the breeze! I feel furious! Swift and steady. You are done. Ready for more. Swift and steady. I feel furious. You are done.
Man, those guys can take a beating.
Bow in hand.
Ah, shit.
You are done. I carry the wind.
Sweet and steady.
Had enough? More bloodstone. Looks substantial. Might and glory.
You think this is the end? I am the blood phenom. With this stone, I will outlast every one of you. Stop! Please! No! No!
Pale mother.
Ooh, can I enter? Nope, still not.
Enough. Into the breeze. I feel furious. Great. Now help. Oh, come here. Get back.
Pain is easy.
Into the breeze.
Well, Well, that was close.
There it goes.
Huh.
Torn to shreds, bleeding out, alone in the dirt. I hope you felt every bit of it. In the name of each life you massacred, I hope you writhe beneath this future you so desperately feared. Still too merciful an ending for you.
That asshole.
At least whoever
But
did
can we
you
steal
in
the
will
armor?
find
I mean,
work of it.
acquire.
Who's there?
His voice.
I know.
He was in pursuit of someone. And now, it appears, we are as well.
Any idea who? Was there ever something he said? Or did?
This is something best discussed away from here. We could all use a moment to get our bearings.
If it's all the same to you, Anise, I'm going to stay out here a bit longer.
Of course, Commander. Come see me when you're ready. In the meantime, some rest would do me well.
There is a letter. Let's have a look at it. So, old letter S. This is the last letter I wanted to write, and I'm certain I'll never find it will never find its way to you. I just wanted to surprise you. S. I wanted to live and grow old with you, but I don't think I'm ever getting out of this chamber, my tomb. The unseen ones, these foul, awful beings that we worshipped, they are going to sacrifice me next. After all we did for them. Just before we were brought here, I found you a ring, and I'd stashed it in my pocket. They never took it from me when we arrived, which surprised me. It belonged to one of the villagers before the twins. Before they killed all of them, I found it in the pile of trinkets that they kept. Is that awful of me? After all we did to those people? Is my desperation so cruel? It's not like it matters anyway. The unseen ones brought me to this chamber and locked me inside. I'm alone in here, and I'm not getting out. Whenever I sleep, I hear whispers. When I wake up, I feel weaker. I don't know what kind of torture this is. But the subtlety is maddening. They left me paper to write and a little bit of food to eat. It's as if they don't want me to die, not yet, but they want me to suffer. Just before they put me in here, I managed to hide your ring under a bush while their backs were turned, just outside the gate to the lakeside holding facility. Was it west of here? My memory worsens by the hour. The room feels smaller, and while writing this, there's just no way you'll find my letter. In fact, I hope you don't. I can only hope now that your death is kinder than mine. I hope you never see this place. Knowing what I know now, instead of burying the ring, I should have placed it near the wall where we last kissed. We crossed that very spot while they escorted me to my fate. Do you remember that day, S? When they brought us all to the lake and let us swim and bathe? It was as if they wanted us to feel joy, albeit briefly, so that our suffering would feel all the worse. Gods have mercy, forgive us. Even if we die here, I'll always wait for you. I just wish we had more time. I hope your death. I just don't want you to feel any pain. V. Righty, to the west. Some bushes to the west. I am afraid I may have done that achievement already, so I'm not sure if I can actually do it again. But we'll see. To the west, so basically straight forward. Well, I'm pretty sure I can't do it again. Bit of a shame. Really nice achievement. Oh no, it's an instant. I might be able to do it again. No, I'm not moving west, I'm moving north. Easy to lose your way here. Here's something about the bush jogs my memory. I think I may have already... I think it won't be possible to do that again. What a shame. Really nice achievement. Basically, pick up that ring and bring it to where they last met. Or where they had first kissed, last kissed. Anyway, you bring it to that wall and then there's something with those ghosts. Okay, I continue the other plotline then. The rest of the plot.
Go for the throat!
Well, no interesting bushes popping up. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's the bush I've been at. Okay. Then let's continue with the next part. That is Penance for the Past.
Bloodstone.
Nah, I'm not walking through that labyrinth.
Countess?
You know, when I first met him, I wasn't sure I trusted him. His motives seemed hazy. But Livia trusted him, which meant something. And she was right. My fears seem silly now.
You were being cautious. Even Mabon had reservations about his own kind.
He's made that clear. You could hear it in his voice. What are we missing, Mabon? We don't have time for games. The Alliance is growing impatient. And not just Livia and Ludo.
Well, the only place I haven't been yet is the Central region. Not exactly a lead, but...
It's all that's left.
Commander, I'm sorry to be so maudlin. What's that word, maudlin? Can anyone write in the comment? I'm sure this feeling of helplessness will pass. Eventually. I get it. I didn't know him long. But I could see Mabon was special.
You must have quite the extraordinary picture of Mabon from your few encounters with him. He wasn't always plagued by this much excitement. He could be boring, too. Those might be the moments I miss the most. Politics is a strange world. Makes you question motives. Which do people care about? Me? Or what I can do for them? Once I came to truly know Mabon, that was never a question. He was genuine. In that regard, you two are very alike.
Yeah, he was a wizard and more powerful than you anyway, so... And, I mean, politically and also, quote-unquote, what you could do for him wasn't as much tempting as for other people. So, that's not a very big praise, to be fair.
Knew you'd come through. Very funny. But like Anise said, there's no time for games. I wonder if my Warclaw could pick up on any leads. Worth a shot.
Sure. Nope, that's not the Warclaw. Nope, also not the Warclaw. How about that? Is that the Warclaw? Yes, it is. Yeah, come on, sniff things. Righty. Oops. That was not intended.
On the scent.
Hey, wake up.
Follow your nose.
Actually, I like that kind of... oh, he's digging up something. I like that kind of puzzle. Jumpy around things. You know, with the Warclaws, for example. Jumping puzzles in general are nice.
is it?
In this 3D world. What did it say? Seemingly... What about the platform? Oops.
That'll do it. Let's get underway.
Dang, where does it continue? That looks like it.
Good job, you. It wants us to follow it into Bavanisos. And we're back to square one. Anise, I located another wisp, but it's leading me into the city.
Of course it is. Hold tight. I'll send backup to help examine the area. Surely we've overlooked something.
Oh, the yellow dots are some... things he sees. Yes, there's lots of things he sees. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now we're searching the library. I roughly remember. Journal of Overseer Atticus. Komali, very well. Oh, Komali very well may fall. And if it does, so will Bavanisos. They will come for us. Half of our ranks are ill or enraged by the poison's curse now. Even those we thought tolerant, even every day since Otto returned with the gate. Its otherworldly energies have penetrated every corner and every mind. The dead nearly outnumber the living. All of our children, the guiltless, they are all gone. All of them gone. And then there's Manikas. He, in absolute desperation, has turned into being of pure bloodlust. He is done with the city of Gavril. The white mantle sundered all of them to us. And now he turns them, our devote. Oh, and now he turns to them, our devote. All blood for the stone, even though that effort feels far from useless. The gate does not want to be opened, and the keystone is plump from the feast. Interrogation log. How long is that? Okay. Interesting. Entry 1. The Jade Tenders have hauled my catch to the Presidio by the Golden Lake. The prisoner is, as expected, more resistant to standard torture methods, physical and arcane. Seers are already frustratingly dexterous and magically transmutable, but this specimen has undergone something unique. I see no point exhausting myself by relying on more taxing methods. Spectral agony would be especially lethal in this one's current state, and I cannot get the information I need if he dies. Yagon will disapprove, I imagine. Were she still alive, to harangue my every decision. Entry 2. Attempts to ascertain any remaining seer habitations from the prisoner have been fruitless thus far. From centuries of war, we know that some seers can tap into wells of incredible power, perhaps directly into Tyria itself. If I were to uncover those secrets, unlock that kind of power, we could make this world truly ours, dominate the Elder Dragons, and put the memory of Nios behind us. Entry 3. The prisoner was mostly lucid today. No blackouts from either session. I learned his name, Mazeo, and the names of siblings he lost. One in the valley, another an older sister to an illness long ago. No hint as to where he was from. Despite my methods, he is beginning to test the limits of my patience. Entry 4. He started humming between sessions yesterday, singing even the same 4 lines repeatedly for several days without end. I am at a loss as to what to make of this behavior. Perhaps it is a feeble attempt to goad or irritate me. Sunrise cerulean, the warmth of a smile. Sandy palms swaying, I'll stay for a while. Spinning and weaving, our magic runs deep. Sunset Sienna, the wild wheeled sleeps. I admit, it was a welcome reprieve from his usual screams. Entry 5. Weeks. The singing has not stopped. My assistant has asked for his corpse when I inevitably break. What? Really? He thinks he can drive what I cannot from a corpse. He thinks he can divine what I cannot from a corpse. The exquisite arrogance of his suggestion. Regardless, I will press on. Okay. Wow.
Something weird. This world between is ours.
Away! Succumb to the storm! Lift!
Why is it invulnerable?
I feel furious!
That appears to be an important page. Pilferer's note. What's a pilferer? Writing this down in case something happens to me. Scully got word about the ruins outside this old abandoned city. No one had reported it before, even though we sailed through these parts once or twice. I don't remember the name now. Scully was always the smart one. The important thing is, he says there's untold riches there, just waiting for someone to discover it. Pirates always get excited over ruins. First I told him he's full of it. But he was insistent, and he kept going on and on. Something about the look in his eye told me he weren't lying. So I gathered the rest of the crew. We made it down here, but I'm all that's left. There's all these crazy looking critters roaming about, looking infected or something. One of those took out clans. And the spiders, ugh. They scoffed off Ajay, the coward. Don't know where she went. We found an abandoned camp, probably not abandoned for all too long. Murph said that the clothes looked like white mantle. Not my business to judge. Me and Murph, we tried to get out, but something kept pushing us back. We found some sort of sealed door that looked like it was tied to some weird glowing statues nearby. Some kind of puzzle? Murph went off to look for clues. But he's been gone for a long time. Got a bad feeling. I kept hearing rustling from above, like something up in the... Dot dot dot.
Might and glory.
Well-worn journal.
I feel furious. Hold my bow.
Man, really a lot of stuff they put in here. Well, what can you do? Of the many weapons, Spectral Agony, our undoing. Of the many weapons within our enemy's arsenal, Spectral Agony continues to prove itself the most dangerous and terrible of them all. Not only does it inflict the most excruciating pain imaginable without causing a single wound, but it also saps the victim's will to fight against it, crushing down upon them until they can no longer think of anything but the pain. That the Mursad would even devise such a spell speaks volumes about their capacity for cruelty and savagery, and it gives our people every reason to oppose them at every turn. There can be no reasoning with such beings, no peace that can be brokered when such methods are employed. Give me a second, I gotta change that background crap of a music here. Okay. This council would do well to heed my call on this matter, even in my exile, lest we find ourselves groveling before these foul beings and their ultimate weapon of control. We must act and act now. There can be no compromise on this. Isgarn. Our Isgarn. Had a word on that. Truth of History. A treatise by Nea Grinwald. Okay. It has been said by some that the events of the past are built upon foundation of facts as solid as any castle or fortress. But as any student of architectural knowledge can tell you, the foundation of a castle can be found to have cracks or even outright falsehoods spread about the stability of its construction. So too can the bedrock of history be replete with lies, deceptive information, and propaganda. It is incumbent upon those who undertake the study of history to continue to apply time-honored methods of critically discerning fact from fiction, even in, perhaps even especially so, texts that are considered sacrosanct by those who currently hold power. It's even enough to simply take the words themselves as factual without verification and independent corroboration of the evidence, no matter how convincing. It's never enough to simply take the words and so forth as factual without corroboration, no matter how convincing. Take these stories of our own gods, for example. We know they exist, for their works remain for us to study to this day, and from those works we can certainly say with confidence that they were incredibly powerful entities. Beyond that, however, I have to quickly make sure I'm not eaten alive.
Swift and steady.
Beyond that, however, come on. What can be independently verified about the story of their arrival upon Tyria, about their involvement in our own origins as humans? There are conflicting reports, conflicting dates, conflicting facts, and little firm evidence to verify any single detail. This book will seek to illuminate the ... The rest of the text is illegible, like what? Like due to water damage. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a roof missing, so no surprise there.
Lured them into a pit and filled it with spectral agony. Yuck.
Mersat got what was coming to him, at least.
Yep. Birdman. Ceremony of Passing. Ceremony of Passing will be held 3 moons after the death of Yagon. Okay. Yagon was the best of our minds. Oh, the one that Isgaran killed, right? And that we met down there in the valley with the agony thing. Her work, birthing spectral agony into Tyria, the final plague of the Seers, won our millennia-old war when she used it to ambush and kill the so-called immortal leader. With the death of our enemy Sidoni and the last of the major Seer ranks, Yagon granted us a sterling victory. Yagon was killed 2 dawns past. A ceremony will be hosted by the Archsteward Celsa at the edge of the Golden Lake. The ceremony will begin at dusk and will endure until the smoke of her offering table turns red. Okay. All will be forbidden to speak for the duration of the following sunrise until sundown. Okay. How many more journals are there? 1, 2, 3.
Atop our fallen enemies. So
6. Okay, well, can't help that. Yes, that's the journals we have to look at. I mean, in theory we could skip them, but what's the point in the designers writing them if no one reads them? Give me a second. Oops. That was not intended. This is your summons. The hunt begins for Isgaran, the masked scourge. Very few of our enemies remain, but he should not be underestimated. Isgaran gained passage into Baba Nisos undetected and killed Yagon in broad daylight. She was among her peers and family, and the assassination was executed at the height of operations for the ceremony of the rabbits. Alright. and the assassination was executed at the height of the preparations for the ceremony of the Rabbit's Moon. Thus, Isgarn is considered detrimental to Mursat vitality. Yeah, you killed all the other guys, so stop complaining. As is tradition, the final life breath of the enemy should be gifted to the mate of the victim. If you are able to locate Isgarn, please bring him to me alive. If bringing him back to Baba Nisos becomes problematic, killing the enemy may be your only option. Even though the Masked Scourge was exiled by his people, he continues to seek revenge for the death of their leader, Sidoni. If he has the coin of vantage, he will win. Archsteward Celsa.
The fallen servants stir. Heed her prophecy. Spill the chosen's blood. Set our people free.
Okay. Burn of Overseer Atticus. Dire days, damp days. The Gilded, who've traveled through the Veil, have built an immunity to the gate's poison, but the guildless are vulnerable. They are falling ill by the day, by the hour. They have been maddened. Our children. Otho has left the city now, I suspect to protect his kin, leaving myself and Manikas to our work. And the Archsteward is silent. I admittedly have little urge to continue myself, and the blood phenom never leaves his laboratory. I can smell it from the library. Was bringing the gate here an act of desperation? Was there ever hope for us, and is prophecy unpreventable? Lock and Key by Arceus Orestres. After the obliteration of Abhavim near the start of the war, and our decisive victory in the Valley of Agony, centuries later, our remaining luminaries and the elders reconvened in Janthir near to the Golden Lake. They discussed suitable locations to break ground on a new city, a fresh start, free from the tyrannical oversight of the seers. It did not take long for the gathered host to realize that our best option was beneath our very talons in Janthir. We had long maintained an outpost at the lake. Its enchanted waters were well suited for the crafting of our scrying eyes and other spellcraft, as our ancestors in Naios would do. Its importance made it a prime strategic target for the seers. One Yagon exploited to set our final trap. The city of Baba Nisos then rose from the end of the dark and bloody chapter. It was renewed, promise to those of us who still sought a way home, a future gateway to worlds beyond, and a citadel dedicated to unfettering research. In the next section, I will discuss the city's decline, the growing obsession with bloodstone research and its disturbing application, and how the war left several generations of our gilded and even some of the older generations vulnerable to the superstitious ramblings of a caste of Dragonspawn.
Let's do this!
propaganda pamphlet.
You are done.
Barbanissos, a marvel. Barbanissos stands as the grandest city in all of Tyria, and it's thanks to our benevolent, uncompromising vision of a grand future with the Mursat as the rightful shepherds of this land and its denizens. Though the other intelligent races of our world have contributed to the development of this world in their own small ways, it is only the gracious charity and industriousness of the Mursat that has ensured such a place could be built. It shines out as an example to all beings with eyes to see that with the faith and steadfastness in the glory of the Mursat as the driving force in Tyria, all things may fall within our grasp. So, I hope with that, enter the ruins outside Barbanissos. Okay. Wait a moment. I read those things in vain? Oh. Continue your story. Okay. Well, that wasn't available earlier, so I think I did okay.
Now what? Guess I could just forge ahead. Or take a moment to look around.
Okay, that wasn't there. Oops.
Don't touch that.
I gave it my all.
Aha. Something about a heroic sacrifice.
Swift and steady. Breathe.
What now?
Basically.
I need cover. Bow in hand. Fall to my bow.
Well, I think we've read everything here. Torture collar. Oh no, we don't need that. Capture information gathering. Yeah, well, I mean, we can quickly open those things, right? Quickly click on it.
This place is full of surprises. They sure feared Asgaran.
Yep, that's this current thing. Read that. Ooh. Strange tablet.
What
Interesting.
does it mean?
The bulk of the text on the stone tablet is written in a form of the Morsad language too archaic for you to read, except for 4 stanzas written in the common tongue. When bird songs trill in crisp, clean air, and new life springs from soil fair, we call to thee. Then comes the warmth of the sun's embrace, to glint upon upturned face we summon thee. So call, summon, to catch the leaves before their fall, one must hearken the arbor's call we offer thee. At last we feel the cold winds bite, and end the seal on mother's bite, we welcome thee, Barbosa. Okay, I have a feeling that's got something to do with that. Okay, well, never mind. Yeah, great. I read that. So what? Oh, wait a moment. Spring, warmth, leaves. Cold. Or maybe something with water, fire, earth, and ice. Yeah, but where should I get that now? Midsummer Talisman. Oh, okay, yeah. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Okay. Gotcha. Spring?
What could that be?
Ah yeah, I'm stupid. Midsummer. Ugh. Again, spring. Now it doesn't want to restart. Maybe I have to press the talisman here again. Wait a moment. So, spring. Something with summer, yeah, right. Arbor, okay, autumn. And cold winds. Ugh.
Swift and steady.
Nope, not with that character.
Bow in hand. Fall to my bow. I feel furious!
Okay, whatever that was. Oh hey, what's that? Ah, that's this Barbosa fellow. Oh. Oh, he's attacking this bearing overseer fella. Nice.
What could that be?
Historical record. I don't know if we had that one yet. Ceremony of passing. Yes, that we had.
And turned the war. No wonder Iskarin hunted her down.
All of the efforts spent retrieving the mist's good. We cannot.
Spectral agony.
Yep.
Yagon deserved to die for bringing such vile magic here.
You read that.
I hope they're watching.
And we had written the funny propaganda pamphlet.
We're modest.
You sent us to die.
Seriously.
Let's put that nose of yours to work again. Just in case. There you are. Wait! I was headed for that gate, and I see people over there. Maybe they saw something I missed.
Tatiana is how who defines that as classical muses, please? Hmm? Oh, better. Tatiana isn't mad. We all heard it this time. It told us we were to find the gate. Perhaps this is the unseen ones that guide us, but we will venture inside tomorrow. We will complete Kaudeko's mission, and the world will see. They will all see. A dark brown stain is splashed across the bottom of the page. The rest of the script is illegible. A dark brown stain, like whatever it could be.
Did either
Surely
of you
not
see
blood.
Wisp floating nearby?
A brief flicker caught my eye's corner, but it vanished before I got a closer look.
I'm afraid I was too focused on my work to notice it. This gate's taken up my full attention since we arrived.
Any progress on entry?
Not yet. All I can tell so far is that the gate doesn't seem to be Mersath magic. The force sealing it is on a power scale all its own. So is the distance the enchantment covers.
I'll be surveying nearby. Keep me updated.
Keep kindled your life fire, Wayfinder. The dark is death's watchman.
Hey, is it Bucci? No.
Wayfinder.
Brazen sunrise.
Closer to me.
Wayfinder, Anise said you found another wisp. She's busy fielding pressure from the Alliance about entering Bavanisos.
What do they expect her to do? We're trying everything we can.
We're at an impasse on all accounts. The Wisp led right to the gate. Seems Mabon also wants us inside the city.
Of course he does. It's the epicenter of the Mersath's demise.
You say that as if the Mersath hadn't already anointed these grounds with seer blood.
She's back.
Like a common household pest. I'm putting an end to this now.
And you wonder why we never got along. Hubris always was the downfall of your kind.
I feel furious! Lift me! Get back! I carry the wind. I'm out of endurance.
This is who you bring into battle, Scarring. A child, an old medicine woman, and a champion past their prime. Would have been better off bringing that traitor friend of yours. Oh, right. I saw what happened to him.
Kill her! Bow in hand. Get back! I feel furious! I'm out of endurance.
Have you tired of your antics yet? I certainly have.
Expect me to fall to my knees, begging for death. A coward's end
Yeah, that would
may
be a
suit a bomb,
good start.
but it doesn't befit me.
You cower in shadow like a cockroach fearing light, fearing what it might reveal you for. A disgusting, worthless little vermin. Yet you deem Mabon the coward.
Swift and steady. Might and glory. I feel furious! Into the breeze! I'm out of endurance.
You don't know what you're up against.
I see it, and I'm not impressed.
If
I
only
feel
you brought
furious.
an old medicine woman to mend your wounds.
Away! Swift and steady. that.
This is exactly how the world will remember you, Yukon. I'll make sure of it. The heart of the obscure. Finish her now. Arrogant enough to think she mattered and stupid enough to act as such.
You go away with insults I've always admired. Mabon, guide us.
Hey, Mabon.
You've nowhere left to flee now. Who are... A Titan. Well, what are you waiting for? Going to kill me like you did the rest? I'm not sure I blame you. I might have done the same. Spare us all a lot of misery. Stop! Face me! There's nothing left inside. We're... what's left?
We followed the Titan into Bavanissos after the city fell.
He never told me.
So, we can't get into the city. Mabon chased a Titan into the city, and there's a mist gate.
Is that gate how the other strangers got here? The three we fought?
It seems that way.
So, does that mean it's open?
Yes. And even my power can't disable the ward that blocks our path. Summon the Alliance.
Wayfinder, there's much for us to think about and discuss. Is there something in particular you wish to speak with us about? How are you doing?
I don't even know what to say. This just got a lot more complicated. What about you, Cub? I know this involves a lot of people and things you don't have history with.
Well, it affects you, so it affects me. That's reason enough to care. But it'll affect everybody eventually if we don't do something about it. Oh, what that something might be, no idea.
That's not on you to figure out. You helping us is enough. I'm grateful you're here. Worried sick every moment that you're gonna get hurt, but comes with the job.
I'll do my best not to rile your nerves.
He looks sulky. Somewhat. Wayfinder, I'm sure you seek answers, but this day has been troubling. I will answer your most pressing question, but the rest must wait until I've taken some time. How nervous should we be about this mist gate?
How nervous should we be about this mist gate?
If Ura did not deceive and it sits open, then we must abandon caution for action. The race has begun. But another anxiety overcomes that of the gate.
Mabon?
I've scrutinized every conversation, every memory since the day I pulled that knife away from his throat. He was sullen when he returned from Bavanissos. And of course he was. He just observed the death of his people. But now I know that something remained untold. He hid something from me. Mabon, what happened? What did you do?
All right. And that, I would say, concludes today's episode of our playthrough. Penance of the Past, and we will continue in the next video of the series. Thank you for watching, hope you liked it, and have a nice day. Bye bye.